So this is a video part 2 of my anti-bloating foods. So basically bloating in the gut could actually lead to reduced villi, or the villi is flattened, so that means less nutrient absorption. Also, bloating in the gut increases inflammation, and inflammation can lead to the formation of biofilms. Biofilms have bacteria that steal and rob nutrients away from the body, leading to nutrient deficiency. And also, bloating and the inflammation because of bloating can also lead to disrupted tight junction proteins, occludin, claudin, and zonula 1. And as a result of those weakened or loosened tight junction proteins in the gut, also leads to nutrient deficiency because the nutrient transporters responsible to shuttle the nutrients are also disrupted by the weak tight junction proteins. So I'm picking up where I last left off. And so the first food is cucumbers. High water content flushes excess sodium and reduces water retention. So also contains anti-inflammatory compounds. Next is bananas, high in potassium, helps regulate fluid balance. Now potassium's critical for the GLUT4 arm that comes out from the cell to grab excessive glucose out of the bloodstream. That's critical to avoid advanced glycation end products, which makes the ECM stiff and rigid. Also, advanced glycation end products can reduce antigen presentation cells that are responsible for training naive T cells. And if advanced glycation end products are not cleared, then that's going to lead to the glycation of ApoB48. And if that happens, then the T cells are weakened. So yeah, potassium is great for upregulating GLUT4 to take glucose away from the bloodstream so that cancer cells cannot grow and metastasize from sugar. Next food is a really good one, and that is asparagus. So asparagus actually acts as a natural diuretic and supports beneficial gut bacteria. Now that's critical because bad bacteria leading to dysbiosis actually leads to bloating and gut inflammation. So asparagus is great to provide good beneficial gut bacteria to offset the bad bacteria. Next food here that's great for reducing bloating is kiwi, which is a protease fruit. So kiwi also has a vitamin C, which has a major anti-cancer effect. But so kiwi also reduces constipation, which is a common cause of bloating. Kiwi also has interesting effects on helping improve amino acid digestion because T cells require amino acids for protein synthesis for T cell function. Also, that also increases natural killer cells, which actually battle tumors. So one of the major amino acids that kiwis can help absorb for T cell and immune function is arginine, because arginine can get stolen away from T cells by tumors and even brown fat formation. So, but kiwi can help improve and upregulate the amino acid arginine absorption for T cells. So, arginine, thanks to kiwi, it also helps upregulate nitric oxide, which is great for the heart. But nitric oxide also plays anti-cancer roles as well. The next food here is spinach, and spinach is rich in magnesium. Magnesium helps actin polymerization for the PSMAC. So the PSMAC is the end of the tumor, and tumors hate PSMAC. So also spinach helps relax digestive muscles and reduce gas buildup. Therefore, less bloating to help keep the tight junction proteins intact. as well as the villi, not flattening. So spinach also contains oxalates, and so basically biofilms, they can form from inflammation because of bloating in the stomach. Bloating leads to inflammation, therefore biofilms protecting cancer cells. But oxalates in some contexts can actually cut through or reduce biofilms, therefore exposing cancer cells to immune attack. Another good one here is watermelon, a natural diuretic with high water content, helps flush excess fluids and relieve belly puffiness or bloating, therefore reducing inflammation, also reducing biofilms. But watermelon has the same effect as kiwi because watermelon contains citrulline, which leads to arginine formation, therefore great for the immune system. So watermelon paired together with kiwi is great because kiwi will help absorb the amino acids, including arginine, in the stomach, and then watermelon supplies the citrulline that leads to arginine. Okay, now I'm going to include some foods that actually cause bloating and excessive gas or promotes bloating. And first one here is beans, such as black beans, kidney beans, and lentils. These beans, they do have major anti-cancer benefits, so not to throw them out, but they do cause bloating because they're high in fiber. And this fermentation produces a lot of gas, which leads to bloating. Next is dairy products, such as milk, ice cream, and soft cheeses. Many adults have some level of lactose intolerance. Okay, so this next one is rather surprising that causes bloating, and that is cruciferous vegetables, such as broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts. And that is because these vegetables contain this sugar called raffinose, and that raffinose sugar is difficult to digest. But gut bacteria, they can break it down, and as a result of that breaking down of the raffinose, that produces gas and abdominal swelling, therefore bloating and inflammation. Now, it doesn't mean to throw out cruciferous vegetables because they do have a major anti-cancer benefits, such as Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts have vitamin C. In fact, Brussels sprouts in some cancer studies have been shown to be one of the top foods when it comes to anti-cancer activity, which I can cover in a different video. Another surprising one here that can cause bloating and stomach pressure is soda and any other carbonated drinks like beer and sparkling water, because they contain carbon dioxide gas, which gets trapped in your digestive system, therefore leading to bloating, less villi, disrupted tight junction proteins. And the last food here on the list is processed salty foods such as chips, frozen meals, and fast food, because they are very high in sodium, which causes your body to retain water, therefore making your stomach feeling puffy and swollen. Okay, so quick recap: banana, high in potassium. Uh, Kiwi helps absorb amino acids such as arginine for T cells. Spinach, rich in magnesium, also has oxalates. Oxalates can even break down and degrade biofilms, leaving cancer cells vulnerable to immune attack. Watermelon, which is great paired with kiwi, because kiwi will help absorb the arginine from the citrulline that the watermelon provides. Foods that cause bloating are beans, black beans, kidney beans, lentils, dairy products such as milk, ice cream, and soft cheeses, because they contain lactose. Cruciferous vegetables have a sugar called raffinose that gut bacteria break down, producing gas and abdominal swelling. And then carbonated drinks such as soda and beer has carbon dioxide gas. And the last one is processed salty foods such as chips, frozen meals, and fast food, because they are high in sodium, which causes your stomach to feel puffy and swollen. So that's it for the video. If you want future videos, then like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.